Law 3, Conceal Your Intentions, is a fundamental principle in Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power, which highlights the importance of secrecy and deception in navigating power dynamics. In competitive environments, openly revealing your plans can give your opponents a chance to thwart or obstruct you. Greene argues that by concealing your true intentions, you gain a strategic advantage, allowing you to execute your plans without interference. This law is not only about secrecy but also about the art of misdirection, leading people to believe one thing while you quietly pursue another. At the heart of this law is the concept of unpredictability. When others can't discern your true aims, they cannot prepare or act against you. People naturally seek to understand the motivations and goals of those around them. If you reveal your intentions too early, you give them an opportunity to undermine or compete with you. By keeping your cards close to your chest, you leave others in a state of uncertainty, unable to form a strategy to counteract your moves. This makes it easier for you to outmaneuver them, as they will often misinterpret your actions. One effective technique for concealing your intentions is to use decoys or red herrings. By creating a false narrative, you can lead others to believe that you are focused on one thing, while your real goal lies elsewhere. For example, a political leader may feign interest in a minor policy while secretly negotiating a major deal behind the scenes. This technique keeps potential rivals distracted and focused on the wrong target, allowing you to work on your true objective without scrutiny. Greene suggests that this art of misdirection is a key to maintaining power over time. Another key aspect of this law is the importance of appearing disinterested. When people sense that you are passionate or driven toward a particular goal, they are more likely to scrutinize your actions and prepare to block you. Instead, Greene advises projecting an air of nonchalance, as though your ambitions are minimal. This lulls others into a false sense of security, making them less likely to anticipate your moves. In many cases, pretending to have no ambition can be a strategic move, allowing you to accumulate power gradually and under the radar. Greene also points out that revealing too much too soon can weaken your position in negotiations. For instance, if you're negotiating a business deal and make your needs and desires too obvious, the other party can use that information to manipulate the terms in their favor. By keeping your true intentions hidden, you maintain leverage and flexibility, allowing you to guide the conversation without appearing desperate or too eager. In many power struggles, patience and subtlety are more effective than aggressive or direct tactics. The historical examples Greene provides illustrate how successful leaders have applied this law to their advantage. One famous example is Otto von Bismarck, the Prussian statesman who skillfully concealed his intentions of uniting Germany under Prussian rule. He misled other European powers by downplaying his ambitions, while he worked meticulously behind the scenes to strengthen his military and diplomatic position. By the time his true aims were clear, it was too late for his rivals to counter him effectively. This is the essence of Law 3, achieving your goals without others realizing what you're really after. On the other hand, Greene warns that if your secrecy or misdirection is too overt, it can raise suspicion and provoke backlash. If people feel they are being manipulated or deceived, they may retaliate against you. Therefore, it is crucial to balance secrecy with trust. You must ensure that while your true intentions are concealed, you are not so opaque that others begin to doubt your integrity or motives. Successful application of this law requires a delicate touch subtle enough to obscure your goals, but not so much that it alienates those whose support you need. To prevent suspicion, Greene suggests creating a facade of openness and transparency in less important matters. Share small, inconsequential pieces of information or present minor goals as if they are your primary focus. This creates the illusion of transparency, making people feel they are privy to your thoughts and plans, while the real work takes place behind the scenes. This tactic helps build trust and minimizes the likelihood of others becoming wary of your hidden agenda. In personal relationships, concealing your intentions can also be beneficial, especially when navigating conflicts or negotiations. If you are too open about your desires or grievances, the other party may use that information to manipulate or hurt you. By withholding some of your feelings or desires, you retain control over the situation. However, in personal matters, it's important to be cautious in how you apply this law, as excessive secrecy can lead to misunderstandings or a breakdown in trust. In professional settings, It may be easier to apply the law without causing harm to relationships, as the stakes and dynamics are different. Ultimately, Law 3 teaches that power comes from maintaining control over information and appearances. By keeping your true intentions concealed, you protect yourself from opposition and preserve your ability to act freely. Yet Greene cautions that this law should be used wisely and judiciously. Overuse of secrecy can foster paranoia and distrust, so it's essential to gauge when to reveal parts of your plan to win allies and when to keep silent. The key is knowing what to conceal, how much to conceal, and when to reveal just enough to keep others guessing, without ever showing your full hand. In conclusion, Law 3 of the 48 Laws of Power serves as a reminder that knowledge is power, and the control of information is essential for maintaining that power. By mastering the art of concealment, you gain the upper hand in virtually any situation, from business deals to political maneuvering. However, like all laws in the book, it requires nuance, self-awareness, and a keen understanding of the people around you. Misuse or over-reliance on secrecy can lead to isolation and resistance, but when applied correctly, it can make the difference between success and failure in the quest for power. One prominent example of Law 3 Conceal Your Intentions is Steve Jobs' approach to launching the iPhone in 2007. Jobs and Apple worked in secrecy on this groundbreaking product while focusing public attention on their iPod and Mac computers. By keeping the iPhone development under wraps, Apple was able to perfect the product without tipping off competitors like Microsoft or Nokia. When the iPhone was finally unveiled, it took the tech world by surprise, allowing Apple to revolutionize the mobile phone industry before competitors could react. Another real-life application of this law can be seen in Warren Buffett's investment strategy. Buffett is known for accumulating large stakes in companies without revealing his full intentions. For instance, when he began investing in Coca-Cola and Apple, he did so quietly and over time, preventing other investors from realizing his strategy. By the time his significant holdings were public, the stock prices surged, giving him an enormous advantage. Concealing his true intentions allowed Buffett to position himself favorably before others caught on to his moves. A third example is Vladimir Putin's annexation of Crimea in 2014. Putin initially framed Russia's involvement in Crimea as an effort to protect Russian-speaking citizens in Ukraine. However, it became clear that his real goal was to annex Crimea and gain control of its strategic military and economic assets. By concealing his intentions and using misdirection, Putin was able to seize the territory before the international community could effectively intervene, catching both Ukraine and global powers off guard. This demonstrates how concealing one's true ambitions can lead to swift, unopposed action. The core lesson of Law 3 Conceal Your Intentions is that controlling information and maintaining a veil of secrecy can help you maneuver through competitive or adversarial environments without drawing unwanted attention or resistance. When others cannot discern your true goals, they are left guessing, and their inability to predict your next move gives you the advantage. In Steve Jobs' case, keeping the iPhone's development secret allowed Apple to refine and perfect its product without competitors trying to emulate or preempt it. By the time the iPhone was unveiled, Apple had already secured its dominant position in the market, catching companies like Microsoft and Nokia off guard. This example demonstrates that concealing your intentions can help protect your innovations until they are ready to disrupt an industry. Similarly, Warren Buffett's strategic concealment when building stakes in companies like Coca-Cola or Apple highlights another key takeaway: revealing your intentions too soon can drive up competition, reducing your opportunities. Buffett's careful and quiet accumulation of shares allowed him to secure large positions in these companies at favorable prices before other investors could react. His ability to control what information was public kept him ahead of the market, ensuring that he profited more substantially. The lesson here is that by concealing your true objectives, you can accumulate resources and position yourself advantageously before others even realize what's happening. Vladimir Putin's annexation of Crimea further illustrates the power of misdirection in geopolitics. Putin presented his actions as a defensive measure, claiming to protect Russian-speaking citizens in Ukraine, which concealed his real aim of annexing Crimea for its military and economic value. This misdirection kept the international community guessing and delayed any coordinated response. By the time his true intentions were clear, Russia had already solidified its control over Crimea. This example underscores the importance of appearing benign or having seemingly straightforward goals while pursuing more ambitious or controversial objectives in the background. The key takeaway here is that controlling the narrative and using deception can allow you to act boldly and decisively while keeping potential opponents in the dark. In sum, the law teaches that concealment and strategic misdirection prevent others from preparing countermeasures, allowing you to act without interference. Whether in business, innovation, or geopolitics, the ability to obscure your true intentions offers a distinct advantage, giving you time to solidify your position before others can catch up. However, successful application of this law requires subtlety and timing, as being too secretive or manipulative can lead to suspicion or backlash. The goal is to maintain control of the flow of information while ensuring that others are focused on the wrong things or are unaware of your deeper ambitions.